Welcome to Jack Wattley Discus again. My name is Gabe Posada. Today we're going to go over the most crucial part of the hatchery, which is how to do the actual breeding and the way that we do it. We're going to give you water parameters, water temperatures, pHs, the whole 9 yards, and at the same time show you the conditions that the fish have and where they actually lay the eggs and how the eggs are hatched and how the breeding pairs actually take care of their babies. So welcome aboard and enjoy. As you guys can see here, this is a breeding pair of tiger turquoise, just specifically a breeding pair of tiger turquoise, but we want to show you where they laid the eggs, because a lot of people make this big stink about whether they have to have breeding cones, pots, whatever. The breeding pairs will decide where they want to lay their eggs. It's not up to you, it's up to them. Obviously, if you give them a choice or if you give them something to lay their eggs on, they will. But it's not necessary that you go out of your way in order for them to be able to lay eggs. They'll lay eggs anywhere. Once the eggs are hatched, if the water conditions are right, and by that I mean pH and hardness of the water, we measure in conductivity. We want to keep the conductivity almost at rainwater levels, otherwise the eggs calcify. And once you get it to that level, by either using reverse osmosis or deionization and measuring so that you get accuracy, that's when you're going to have success at what you're doing. And here is a perfect spawn. And then we're going to take you now to a spawn that's hatching right now. And then from there, we're going to take you to spawns that are already free swimming and babies that are already growing, and the entire operation, how we grow them out in the whole 9 yards. Here's basically another pair of tiger turquoise. These eggs are more advanced. These eggs have already hatched out, so they're at wiggler stage. And you can already see them there. The breeding pairs being very defective. In other words, they want to cover the babies so we don't get near them. But basically, that's the rule of thumb with everything. Down here, you're going to see another breeding pair of tiger turquoise with the babies already on them, feeding on their sides. All right, now, everybody asks me all the time where it is that we keep our pH levels. We try to stay above 5.5 and below 6.5. So right now we're at 6 on the pH, and the conductivity or the general hardness in microsiemens is 53 microsiemens, which is pretty low. Now, in order for us to maintain a proper pH, we add sodium carbonate to the system, to the actual sump, which keeps the pH a little bit high. Otherwise, at these low conductivity levels, the pH tends to crash. And if you go below 5.5, you'll kill off the male sperm. You can't get any proper in other words, anything below 5.5, the male sperm dies, so the eggs will not be fertilized. So that's about the requirements that we have for the water. The water temperature, they like it around 82 in order to be able to spawn, so we've had to air condition the entire warehouse, because during the summer it goes up to 91 and everybody just stops. So that's basically the rules of thumb. Next, you'll see the more advanced babies on the sides. And normally we keep them on the parents for about a month until we see that the babies are ready to fend for themselves and actually break away from the parents. Once we see them eating on their own, then we isolate them and we put them in a central system where we actually grow them out. And you'll see that as well. Now you can focus on a couple of the pairs that have larger babies if you want. Here you have a perfect pair of melons with their babies that are about 2 weeks old, and here you can see how much growth and the fact that they're already turning round. The fact that they're orange in color is because we feed them Artemia, which is baby brine shrimp, which we hatch out on a daily basis. Once they get to about this size, in about 2 weeks, what we do is we pull them from the parents so the parents can reproduce, and then they get placed in a central system where it's nothing but grow out. And what we do here is we keep the temperature somewhere around 86 to 88 degrees, and all the babies are in here. If for any reason we need to remove the babies ahead of time, then we have these coffee filters where we put them in, and that's where we actually grow them out. But here it's a little bit more work, because here at this size they have to be eating every 2 hours, so we have to be here to feed them all the time. And basically this is how we raise all our discus and ship them all around the world. From here, they go into the bigger tanks, and then we just grow them out there. If they don't get sold, they just continue to grow, and they get sold at different sizes, or they pair off for us, and we continue to have more breeding pairs. And that's it in a nutshell. Very simple. Make sure to subscribe. We will continue to bring you more content in the future. And like I said, we've been hiding because we've been busy, but we'll be here forever, and we're going to give you a lot more content so you guys can enjoy your hobby more.